My name is Hutch. I make chess videos and put them on the internet. Today is another addition to the series that I'm doing with Grandmaster Tal Baron, where he shadows me in a private tournament where the other players understand that he's whispering sweet chess nothings in my ear. So it's not cheating or anything like that. Just want to throw it out there. I got some new merch. Here's a new shirt that we just put up on the shop a couple days ago. If you guys are interested in that, you can check out the link at the top of the description. Still trying to set up a time that works for John Bartholomew to come on and do a similar kind of deal. I don't know if you would analyze some of my older games or if we would do a similar kind of private tournament thing. But if you guys could think of any other streamer, YouTuber that does a lot of chess videos that you think would make for a good collaboration, leave a comment. Let me know. I'll reach out to them on Twitter and see what I can do. And yeah, I'm glad you guys are digging these. Sit back, relax, grab a beer, enjoy the video.
Yeah, I'm becoming better at losing.
All right, let me call out.
And I mean it in a good way.
Yeah, that's good. It's a solid trait to have. I'll be right back. 1 second. Sneck Wrangler, thank you so much for the fresh sub. Alex the Apache with 13 months, who says, aw, yeet. Tegan, thank you so much for 20 months of sustained friendship. This is a long time to support the stream, and I appreciate it. And Relevance, I already called you guys out. Thank you very much for supporting the stream, guys. We now have 1,123 subscribers, which is a lot. It's a lot of people subscribing. Thank you. All right. All right, back to the grind here.
Yes. So I'm learning so much, you know. Catholics celebrate Passover.
I don't know if we celebrate it in the same way, but we recognize it. It's like the precursor to Easter.
I'm not sure if I technically recognize it that much. I mean, I like the idea behind the holidays rather. I mean, this, you know, the family and social part of it. Well, the community part of it.
The specifics of the holiday are actually horrifying because if you wanted to avoid your firstborn being slaughtered by the Almighty God, you had to make a red X in lamb's blood on your door or something like that, wasn't that?
Yeah. It's basically like, if you want to summarize the story in 2 words, it's like, fear me.
Yes.
So
I'll do that.
Okay, don't rush too much.
So what do I do here? I don't even know.
You don't want to allow him to grab space so you can capture. You will have to move the same piece twice. And then now he's threatening, so you want to you want to block the pin with tempo.
Normal development.
Yeah. I'm not sure if we have time, but ideally I would like to play g6, bishop g7.
That's what I'm going to do.
Let's see. I mean, it's probably bad, but let's try.
Well, now you tell me.
No, I mean, it's bad for concrete reasons, and, you know, I'm not going to complain if he finds the reason. And actually, this is how you improve in chess. You try, I mean, to test the limits of how how rude you can be in the opening to try to achieve many things, and sometimes you fail and see. Okay, so you can make a move with tempo. So
yeah,
the tempo is what makes the difference between the two captures.
So that's tempo.
Mm-hmm.
Which means I'm going to castle on this side.
Okay, this is a great opening position. Now you can develop with tempo once again. Do you see?
Develop with tempo. Oh, on B1, B8?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Put the rook on an open file.
All right. Okay.
A generally good move is also h6 to ask the bish politely what's he gonna do. And
you're nomming on something over there, huh?
Mm-hmm. So you can you prevented h6, but you can develop the other dude. I thought I wouldn't imply, but there's a lady and a dude, so I will still tell you the move.
What? Wait. What's that?
I was trying not to say the name of the piece, but there's a male and a female involved.
He's making some questionable moves. I don't like the moves he's making.
Okay, so Yeah,
So we
but they
can't.
are
So we
solid.
can't. So we can't do h6 now because he's obviously got that thing over
So
there.
maybe go out of the pin. Do you see a way to do it?
I mean c1.
8, yeah.
Oh, c8. Yeah, I get mixed up sometimes. So I don't want to take that. I'll let him have that for a minute.
Okay,
so
generally you don't want to exchange this bishop. He's protecting your king.
so my bishop isn't doing much on this square. So what if I put him on like g4?
No, the bishop on g7, you don't want him to exchange it.
Oh, I don't want him to exchange it.
No,
Well, why is that?
because it's protecting your king, and he's like a monster. He's on the long diagonal.
All right, so I'll just politely ask him to move on the next move then.
Yeah, and without this bishop, your dark squares around the king will be weak.
Gets a
Remember
little
what Swiss mate was in the previous stream? Swiss cheese mate.
Oh, Swiss cheese mate. Yeah, I remember that one.
And then like the dark squares are very weak because the pawns are all on light squares. Okay, so now
I'm gonna ask him to move.
you can improve. Nice. That's what I wanted to mention. Like you can improve your piece with tempo.
Yeah.
Because knight h6 is a strategical threat. And then if he moves, you can move it, centralize it with another tempo.
Centralize it with another tempo. But what about bishop to d4?
It's not threatening anything.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Because f2 is protected by the knight.
There's another tempo.
Okay. Now you can probably move your pieces a little bit more to the center once again with tempo. Do you see a piece that can move to the center?
I see a bish. With tempo.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure if it's winning a pawn, but it is a tempo because he has to acknowledge it.
I got another. I can. Oh, he did that.
Okay, so now we want to move our queen to a little bit more active square if possible, yeah?
Yep, so probably d2.
Yeah, but I prefer b7 actually. I mean d7 and b7 to the right because you want to have this square for the knight so he doesn't get trapped.
Oh, I see.
In case of f4.
That's what you would call.
Not get trapped.
That's what you call prophylaxis.
Yeah. Okay, now you can grab space with some and open the diagonal for the queen.
Yep.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Space is cool.
Oh, what about Okay, no, never mind.
Okay.
So what's his threat? He wants that. He wants that square there.
Yeah, but then you will go c6. You don't have to do it in advance.
Right.
Okay, so maybe what we can do is try to find an active plan. I'm not too sure how exactly, but okay, your knight on e5 can go to a very juicy outpost. Do you see some square you can put the knight? You can bring it, like maneuver it from e5 to.
Oh, okay, yeah, to d4.
Correct.
All right.
And on d4 it's much nicer because it's just in the opponent's camp, like it's in his half of the board, so it's already in itself kind of grabbing some space. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, technically only pawns grab space, but the knight is like preventing him, so it's like it makes it more crowded for his pieces to move in his own camp. Okay, so you can continue your plan.
Yeah.
And probably go c6 next to harass his knight.
He'll probably
Nice
I mean, anytime a knight is like that far up, that's what I was thinking he'd probably do, right? So
yeah, but if he exchanges the bishop for the knight, then your dark squared bishop will be even more dominating because he will have no counterpart. Okay, he wants to grab your bishop, so
we don't want that.
You can just maybe go a little bit backwards or forward. Forward is also good.
We're gonna be. You told me to go forward, so I'm going.
You're
forward.
right, but I mean the only reason I didn't recommend it is this is tempo, and now you have to go backwards again. I mean it's a tactical reason, but you are right in principle. So if I have a theory that if you learn all the right principles with the wrong examples, you'll still become a master.
So I should just probably trade here, right?
No, he's not threatening to capture. He's actually given up a pawn.
He has. I see it.
And if he takes on d4, you probably have to take on e1 first, yeah?
Yes.
I mean, not to lose the rook. And okay. Now, again, good call because it's a tempo and your bishop is important. And amazing move. You lock his bishop, you open up the queen.
Yep.
You want to... Now, okay, let's do quick...
tempo.
Tempo, nice. And another tempo on the next move, improving another piece. Do you see? Like after he moves the queen, you can like improve a piece with tempo. It's like the worst piece that you have. Which one is it?
The worst piece I have is probably the light squared bishop.
Yeah, so how do you put it in an awesome square with tempo?
Yeah. Okay, all right.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is strategical chess, like hardcore strategical chess. You can win games without making a single brilliant move. You just you reinforce your position bit by bit. Okay, now you have a nice outpost for another piece.
Yeah, I do.
With tempo.
I sure do.
You see, all your moves come with tempo. With tempi, sorry. Plural of tempo. So, yeah, I'm learning Italian, probably.
I like queen to e7 next is looking pretty good to me. It's looking pretty sexual.
I mean, to me, I would like lean towards bishop e5, kind of preparing bishop takes f3. Because all your pieces will like look at his king.
All right.
So
I'm gonna trust you on that one.
It feels like that if you have bishop f3 now, I mean, in this particular moment, I'm not sure if it's working, but I mean, let's keep it simple. You can protect your rook. You can protect your rook
with the bishop, right?
Yeah, with tempo actually, because you have some threats, and he cannot even capture. So this is a fantastic move. Okay, does he have a threat?
No.
Which piece doesn't work?
Queen.
Tempo.
Freaking tempo.
Move it with tempo.
Look at you, Tal.
That's a great move. I actually thought of queen e7 because I'm like going to h4.
Crap.
G3. But it's also a great move. Yeah, and this is a good recapture because you don't want to open up his bish. Okay, the queen unfortunately is not creating too many threats here, even though it's seemingly active.
No, that was a waste of a move. I got to take her back.
Let's just bring it back. I mean, to the same, like, to some more active squares. I mean, it's not like you made a horrible move or anything. It was a good thing to force the trade. Just queen e7 followed by queen h4 was a little bit less funky.
He wants to trade. He wants to trade here.
Yeah, but it's not so scary. So I think you can continue your plan, like bring the queen, and if he goes bishop c1, then you can, like, I don't know, start. I think like generally, if he has no threat, actually a good move would be just to strengthen your position. So like bring the queen farther to the center, centralize your queen.
Okay, so it's e4, e5.
Yes, 5. And I think pawn takes generally is more of a problem for him.
Yeah.
Than queen takes.
Yeah.
Because it's Okay, he's still not threatening much, so you can grab space on the king side. Just make useful improvement moves like this kind of opens up your king, but okay, it's still fine. I was leaning towards h5, king g7. Still, you can move the king or maybe even play
queen with tempo.
Nice, but he has this. It's nothing bad happened. Now we want to move the king a little bit to a safer square. I think like not to the center because the queens are on the board.
I can force a trade here, right?
Yeah, but I'm not sure it's a great idea. I think f4 is a good move to just reinforce everything. And now our queen a1 followed by queen a2 is a threat.
Oh, is that a good move for him?
I don't think so, but okay, let's be methodical. So now you have many ideas, but there is one that like wins a pawn with tempo. Do you see it?
Yes.
Like some two-move tactic.
Yeah.
So even though you're a pawn up, I mean, grabbing a second one shouldn't harm. I mean, your king
and then
is a little bit
I'm
loose.
threatening mate now too.
That's true. Mate in one. Okay, now the trade is even better for you. You can trade without thinking twice and bring your king via the dark squares to the center. Yeah, and now bishop can be rerouted. Okay, he allowed king d4, never mind. and you can penetrate his position with the king. And now, which piece doesn't work?
My bish.
Okay, bring it.
I brought it. I'm bringing it.
Maneuver it. It will take you 3 moves, but it's worth it.
So D7 to F4 or F5?
F5 to, yeah, exactly.
All right.
Bishop F5. So we are accelerating the same questions, just asking the one question that matters. Good intuition there.
Oh, he's done.
Exchanging the bishop. Yeah.
He's done.
Okay. Just start promoting the pawns on the side.
I got this.
Yeah.
I got this. We're good. He's donezo.
Yeah. But just from a principle point of view, it's in the end game, it's a good idea to push the pawns on the wing that are farthest away from his king. Of course, it's not relevant when you're 2 queens up, but yeah.
I need to be careful.
Mate in one.
Mate in one? There is a mate in one. Mate in one. Hey, Tal. That was awesome. That was a good game.
Yeah.
That was a good game.
Do you see
I am, yeah, D4.
Okay, let's see. It takes a sec. Okay, I see the position. Okay, once again, knight c3, by the way, allows d takes c4, which is a gambit. So technically, taking on d5 immediately is the more precise move order for our sake, for our purposes.
So take it now.
Yeah. Now you want to take, but generally taking on the previous move was even less dangerous. Remembered? Nice. So I see you remember the theory. So with enough games, you'll probably know all the theory. If you can.
Got a nice little symmetrical spot here.
Yeah, it's called exchange Slav. Okay, so you know what you can do to break the symmetry in this position? I'm gonna teach you some idea. It's a concrete idea.
Knight to e5.
You can take and then go knight e5 and f4. I'm not sure if it's good, but it's just some idea that I want to show you.
All right.
And you're okay. Now you don't have to play f4 straight away, but it's okay. Yeah, there's no problem with it. And this is called a stonewall structure. Usually you have a pawn on c3 as well, and he has a pawn on c5, and it's in your favor that he broke the tension, so to speak. This is a stonewall structure. You see d4, e3, f4. Okay, you don't have to react to this move. You can just develop. Nice. And if he goes f6, you just go back. And well, I'm not sure in whose favor this is, but just want to mention that in the stonewall, the bishop on c1 is your weakest piece, you see? And you exchanged it, so it's good.
Okay. All right.
Okay, now we can continue with our plans. He has no
prophylaxis.
Nice.
I just don't want him coming in there and bullying my bish.
It's a good move actually, but again, if you castled and he would have bullied your bish, you could have dropped it back. And remember that this is, if you're preventing something that's not bad, it could be a waste of a move. So, even though it's not directly bad, it's also not necessarily doing something good. Okay, so now you want to probably develop the rook, yeah, to the open file as you did in the previous game in this structure. And once again, he wants the knight on c4. Unfortunately, in this case, you don't have much to do against it.
What if I take the knight on e4 and then with the idea of moving my other knight? What if I just, you know what? I'm just gonna do something on my own here.
No.
Oh.
It was I was just about to say, you have the right idea, but you have to notice the difference.
Oh no.
It's okay. Let's try to find our way out of the mud. So the first way to address this, you want to mix it up a bit. So you want to attack his knight on a5 with some tempo. This is not a good tempo, unfortunately, because he can create a fork on b3, but he was too excited. He could have won a rook with knight b3, and he decided he wants to give you a chance to get back to the game.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, we've been saved by the bell.
Shit.
Okay, this was a tough ride, but
what a roller coaster, huh?
Yeah. It's fun. It's fun actually. It's people say I should play poker.
Oh,
So
yeah, you might like poker, man. Poker's a lot of fun.
no, I'm just saying. Was just making my argument that this is exciting enough. Okay, so um, you know what you could do? His queen is very active, and you can offer a trade while moving your pieces forward. So you see where I'm going with this idea?
I see.
You want, I mean, basically the reason behind this move is that you want to penetrate with the rook to the 7th rank, and this is your way, your tactical way of doing so. And okay, now you don't have to take. You can probably keep the tension. You can move the knight maybe with tempo.
Yeah.
Move it backwards. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is backwards, but I prefer like to block this pawn. This pawn on d3 is really annoying. Okay, so now I want to double the rooks on the file. I won't tell you exactly how. c3 and c5 are both interesting. I'm not sure which one is better.
C3 is probably a little bit more active, right? Or I'm sorry, C5 is probably a little bit more
but c3 keeps an eye on this pawn, so I mean both has potential to be preferred by the computer, but I guess we'll never know. Technically now you have rook c5 with tempo. This is funny. He can go queen a2, but it's a risk, yeah. I mean, it might be a good move, but it's a risk. So I'm thinking like you want to centralize your queen if possible, yeah, because it's not very well placed on c7.
So we're just gonna give up these pawns on the end here.
Yeah, because if he takes rook c7 is like winning on the spot.
Okay, so you're thinking.
Assuming you see the same move that I do.
Are you thinking queen a5? Queen a5?
e5, yeah.
E5, yeah. Sorry.
I mean, centralize the queen. The most. So putting it in the most central square can't be bad if it doesn't lose material. So rook c7 is winning on the spot if you can play it now.
Yeah. I see it now.
And another idea you have in mind is knight takes e4 now. And it's kind of punishing him. So
we turned this one around, didn't we? Oh boy, this is not good for him.
Yeah, now unfortunately it's curtains for him. This is game, as they say.
Yeah, there's no way to stop that.
Yeah, so
I can't believe we turned that around, Tal. That was awesome.
It wasn't. I don't want to take credit for whatever happened here.
Well, I can't take credit.
I'm not gonna take credit, but I'm happy that we did it.
I guess that's a good lesson in like don't just resign as soon as you lose a piece, because I do that all the time. Yeah, he resigned right there. There you go.